like every once in a while I will find out a thing that everybody else knew about and I was like supposed to know about it. Every once in a while it happens. Like some kind of social etiquette thing. Okay, this guy doesn't know all human knowledge. Does anybody know about, okay, when you are exiting an airplane, how big of a deal is it if you're ready to get off the airplane and someone in front of you isn't? Is it a big deal to just pass them? All right, so I'm gonna tell you what happened on the way back from Dallas. Landed at Newark airport. Thankfully it was before what happened. And I get my I stand up, I have the stupid streamer backpack on, and I had my luggage is heavy and full of shit. And I get my shit and I'm walking, and a bunch of people, I'm standing there waiting to get off the plane, and a bunch of people move forward, so I follow them. I'm quickly following because I want to get off the plane as soon as possible because I'm fucking tired. And I pass this guy, and I'm standing there, and this guy goes, "Hey, you oh," and he grabs the backpack and he violently shakes the backpack and he jostles me hard. And I'm like, huh? Yeah, dude, this was fucking nuts. And he's like, "Back to front, tall. You're a tall." I was like, who gives a shit? What? He was like, "When you're in the front, you go front first. The people in the front go first, you tall. Then the people, you wait for the people in front of you, you tall." And I was like, who gives a shit? What's the big deal? I was like, okay, man. And I just kept walking. Dude, I'm so tired. Like, I didn't have the energy to just be like, yo, is there a air marshal on here? It's plane etiquette. This is what I wanted to ask you. How common knowledge is this? Like, is this really, really common knowledge? Like, everybody's supposed to know this? Can we get a poll in the chat? Because I'd never really heard this before. I thought it was just like, you get up, you get your shit, and when you can move forward, you move forward. No one's ever said anything like that to me before. Ever. And we get off the plane. He's following me now through the airport, screaming at me that I'm a so like the guy was unhinged. He's literally following me, screaming at me, and other people around, they're like, because everybody that was getting off, disembarking the plane with us was like, should we like get the TSA or something? Like, I remember he's in the middle of screaming at me, and I'm just ignoring him. I just did not have the energy to like engage this guy. And dude, again, it was a long flight. I had a really long day. My flight was at like 7 p.m. I was way too fucking tired to like try to be a Karen or whatever, or try to fucking do anything about this. And in the middle of him screaming at me, there was a bunch of people that disembarked with me, and I turned to one of them, and he's in front of me at this point, walking backwards, screaming at me that I'm an asshole. And I was like, have you guys ever heard of this? There were people next to me, and I know he can hear me at this point. And I'm like, I was like, am I the asshole? And they were like, we have no idea what he's screaming about. And he heard this. He's like, we don't know what, like, no, like, I don't know what. And after that, I looked at him, and I'm like, what is the difference? You and I are here at the same time. Me passing you on that plane made absolutely no fucking difference. Who cares? And he was like, you're a fucking asshole. And I was like, yeah, I'm the asshole here. Yeah, right. And then his wife like grabbed his arm and he turned around, and then that was the end of it. Was he a boomer? No, he looked like he was around my age. Like, this was one of those guys who's just like, I'm gonna flip if I feel like I get slighted in any way, because the world has a certain way like it's supposed to work. And like, if somebody else doesn't follow that thing, like, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. You know what I mean? And then afterwards, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, is it real? Was I supposed to know? Like, obviously that was not the way to react regardless, but like, should I have known about this back to front? Is it like wiping your ass when you have a... It's actually front to back, which is the rule about wiping your ass when you have a... So are planes like in the sense that you always have to wipe front to back? If there was a flight marshal or like an air marshal on the plane, someone should have done something. No one did anything. I just want to say. And it was no, he did. He violently fucking shook me. No, he meant it was front to back. Like, I get what he's trying to say, that the people towards the front of the plane should exit before the people at the back of the plane. I understand the concept of it and why like a stupid person would think that matters, but it really doesn't. It certainly didn't impact anything in that instance, because again, me and that guy ended up in the same place at the same time because he was screaming in my face that I was an asshole. What did the polls say, by the way? There was a poll. I missed the results. 66% no. That's an alarming amount of people that are aware of and observe the front to back rule that I heard of for the first time that day, by the way. I mean, he was just a couple of seats in front of me. It's not like, I mean, there was space for me. He ended up immediately behind me. It's not like it f***ed anything up. Again, it's not like he had to wait stayed on the plane for another fucking 45 minutes because I passed him. If it inconvenienced him, it inconvenienced him by seconds. It took longer because he grabbed me and violently shook me and had to scream at me. If anything, he made it take longer by throwing a tantrum. He broke the IRL backpack. There are a lot of, as you guys know, there are a lot of really delicate things in that backpack. So, like, I definitely, like, the next day after I went home, went to sleep, and woke up, I was like, I should have got a lot angrier at what happened there. I actually should have got a lot angrier at that, definitely. So, it's similar to, like, elevator etiquette, for example. Elevator etiquette, the elevator opens, you have to let those people off first. Or like the subway. You have to let those people off first. Otherwise, everything's it's gonna be a disaster. Someone said, I didn't know first class was this bad. You think I fly first class, dude? How much do you think this makes? The guy was in first class. He wasn't in first class. No, this was all going down in coach. If you're trying to get off an elevator and people are forcing again, or like the subway and people are pushing in, yeah, then you could get mad at that. But this is just not like that. Like, everybody's exiting the airplane. We're all exiting at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, it's not remotely similar. I don't know what we're all right. We're all getting off in the same direction. That's what my brain couldn't put that together. At least nobody clapped. Nobody clapped. Should have hit him with the daddy chill. There were a lot of things I should have did. I probably really should have tried to fucking get him, like, arrested or something. But again, it was just, dude, my brain was just, it was an extremely exhausting day. Yeah, it was just, there was no way, man. I did not have it in me to do whatever this guy was trying to get me into. I just didn't have it. I didn't have the juice to fuck with this guy. I have a feeling that guy it's a recurring problem for him. His wife just seemed tired. His wife never said anything the entire time. Or whoever the fuck his girlfriend, she just said absolutely nothing. At one point, she like grabbed his arm. That was it. She was like, okay, honey, like,